So I'm David Mason. I'm a professor of political science at Butler University. The book that was discussed here at the conference was my textbook for undergraduates called A Concise History of Modern Europe. The subtitle was Liberty, Equality, Solidarity. It was extremely interesting to have this book discussed by this panel of really preeminent experts. It was really quite an amazing experience, I would say. Really nothing like it that I've been through before. I mean, in normal conferences, typically you present, a small piece of work, a paper, to other people who are experts in it, and then you sort of discuss this. Here I had a pretty broad range of expertise, mostly historians, but people with expertise in different periods of history. My own particular expertise, and what I've written books on before, is basically contemporary Poland, especially Poland just before and during the Solidarity period. I'm not an expert on the French Revolution or the Enlightenment, although I have chapters on that in this book. So to have people who are experts on that address this was both interesting, maybe a little intimidating, but also extremely productive and helpful for me. And I took so many notes on what people were saying that I had to borrow paper from my editor, who was sitting next to me, to keep up with all these comments. So I said at the end of the presentation, I mean, generally, the other thing that's perhaps different about this kind of program is that it's not really meant to be a kind of dialogue, I don't think. I mean, there's a little bit of that. So the authors do respond and discuss some of this material, but basically I think it's an opportunity for us, and in most cases I think the authors of these books are North American, maybe not exclusively, but mostly. But an opportunity for us to hear from Europeans about topics that we're writing about from afar. A couple of us were discussing at the break today, a couple of the American participants were discussing how impressed we have been with the knowledge and mastery of this material by the experts that are here. This was a tremendous opportunity for us to hear from them and to get their perspective and their wisdom and knowledge on these subjects in a way that it really was, for me, unprecedented, and I think for most of the other scholars was as well.